I'm gonna try and make this as short a video as I can so I don't have too much to upload because it takes a long time. But anyways, it's Sunday, May 30th, 9:58 p.m. I'm here about to continue working on this board here, which is a cutting board that was sold for $100. But actually, I'm gonna charge more. I'm gonna tell her to charge 120 because we're doing these extra holes in them. And I wasn't gonna charge at first, but now I am, just because because of the fight mostly that happened today, and I don't want to get gypped, because Marco, I just don't, yeah, I don't like to fight, and so when it comes, especially when it comes to money, like, money is one, like, aspect of this realm that I just do not want to argue over because of the fact of how I realize it's already used as like a whip of control to keep us all in line and in tunnel vision into just survival mode in this fucked up economy. And so there's a personal, like, fucking moral code inside of me regarding money and fighting, and I don't like to fight over it. The times that I do, it's not about the money. It's about control. It's about controlling myself, my what's it called? My dignity, I guess, pretty much. My keeping myself, like, if I feel like I'm disrespected, or if I feel like I'm not, being treated right, that's when I'll argue over money or make it a thing. But other than that, like, I don't like to. That's why I let Marco have whatever money he wants for whatever, like, whatever fucking, as long as my baby has, what she needs, her diapers, her wipes, her food, her health needs are taken care of, all of her needs are met, then whatever money we have, I'd like to save it, obviously, but just Marco has this need to just always be spending fucking money all the time, and I don't want to do anything to be a negative Nancy on that, or put a damper on it, but at the same time, it's like, well, money does fuel this economy, and that's what the world that I'm living in, that I'm choosing to, like, exist in, so I need it. I have to have it to survive, or I and so yeah, and just the fact that I was arguing today about this and work, not working on, like, projects that we have, like, sold already, because I hadn't been the past few days really working on stuff that we had sold already. I've been working on other things, stuff to do with my nonprofit, and obviously my daughter. Every day I work on my daughter and myself and the house, cleaning everything. Like, that's what I was doing basically all day yesterday, was just cleaning the room. It was a huge mess. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna ask for 120 for it, but it's just frustrating. Like, right now, everything's calm. Obviously, Marco's asleep. Dana's watching the baby. I was getting mad at her because I'm just frustrated from everything today, and just having, her bitch at me all the time because Athena doesn't listen and she's just getting rude or whatever. So then I start to try and discipline her more. But all of a sudden I'm mean. I'm being mean, because I'm yelling at her, or I'm, like, pulling her, forcing her to physically do what I want her to do so she could listen. All of a sudden I'm the mean one. It's like, well, fucking shit, man. Like, make up your fucking mind. Would you rather me spank her? Would that be better if I just spank her? Stupid. I mean, she is getting rude, don't get me wrong. She's getting very rude, like, and disrespectful and disobedient. Well, she's always kind of been a little rebel, but she's getting worse now. And you know, I can, when I'm calm and in a good mood and talking right to her, I can get her to basically do anything that I want her to do. If you know, if I really want her to do it, I'm in a certain mood, and I talk to her right. You know, I explain things to her, and she'll listen. But the thing is, whenever, you know, there's moments, like heated moments of of impatience, it's like it's really hard to sit there and talk and explain things to her. Like I can, like, I'm gonna talk about this right now, even though they say I'm crazy, because I've told them before that I'm telepathic. I can hear people's thoughts. I can hear what you're thinking. Literally, like, I can hear, and I know Marco knows, because I've told him things before that he's thought in his head, and he looks at me like, "Oh, what, how do you know?" Or "What? Why are you saying that?" Or he'll deny what I'm saying, but what I'm saying that he's thinking, but I know, you know, he's like, "Oh shit, how'd she know?" You know, I could see that in him, and sense it and feel it, and so I know he knows that it's the truth. Like I can sense it. I can hear it in my head, and you know, and I've told Diana that too. She thinks I'm crazy because I say that and makes fun of me for it, but I don't care. Like, that's just another thing I have to deal with, and it's fine, whatever. But I know, you know, in those moments when I'm trying to discipline her and you know, talk to her like respectfully, and discipline her correctly, like not reprimand her, but just, you know, get on a certain level with her so she knows how things are gonna have to go, and she's gonna do it whether she likes it or not, you know. Then I can just sense them judging me for it. Like, I can hear their thoughts and just the things that they're thinking of, how stupid I look, or how, you know, just the sarcasm that they're thinking in their head of, oh, like, yeah, that's gonna work, you know. But then they see that it works, and you know, it goes away right away. It doesn't last long, but I can still like sense them in those moments, and that it's happening. And you know, it's frustrating to me, like having to deal with that, like having, knowing in my heart and my head that that's what's going on, but having to ignore it just for the sake of, you know, keeping the peace or whatever. Like, it's, that's what I was meaning when I was saying earlier about, you know, that I just keep things in, or I hold things, and I don't, you know, I don't say things or talk about things out loud. I just let them like think about it in their own mind and reflect on it on their own. Like, I know they think in their head afterwards, like, oh, well, that did work, or they talk about it, like, you know, they see it differently a little bit, but they still have a lot of fucking their opinions about it all, because and it all goes back to the same fucking topic: generational trauma. That's what it all boils down to: generational trauma. That's what all of the fucking the circle of fight is all about. It's the fucking just the trauma within people that they're just refusing to open their eyes to, and they don't want to see how they are and why they are like that, and you know that they're wrong for that, you know, or being that way. They're just wanting to just blame you for everything in your behavior and what you're doing, and it's just a fucking circle of fight, generational trauma.